Hey everyone, so I'm just doing this video to just do a updated cube collection video, just to show you all the new cubes I've gotten since the last time I made a cube collection video. And if you haven't seen that video, don't see it because it sucks. And all the cubes in that one are basically Rubik's brand and just other random cubes like a V Cube 7 and nothing really important. But so these are just all the puzzles I've gotten in the last couple months. So we'll start off over here. We've got a QJ Megaminx. I got this from Amazon and it was pretty cheap and it turns really well. It does have a clicking mechanism, but I modded mine and took those out so that it doesn't click. And personally, if you get one, I wouldn't recommend taking it out because it makes it really easy to lose control of the puzzle, and it makes it easy for it to make turns that you don't want it to do. But overall it turns really good and I solve it every once in a while. Next up is Meffert's Professor Pyraminx. This is one of my favorite puzzles. Mostly because it stumps me and I don't really know how to solve it yet. I can get most of it done. I can solve the centers, and then I can pair up the edges and all the sides, and it gets to the point where it turns into that, I don't know what it's called, the Jing's Pyraminx, or I don't know what it's called, but I actually don't know how to do that. So I don't know how to solve this, and I always have to go online to figure out the last part. But yeah, there's Professor Pyraminx. We've got a white QJ Megaminx. I got this cube from Amazon and it is absolutely amazing. I don't know if it's a version 1 or version 2, but it turns absolutely amazing. And this is my main Megaminx. And size comparison to a Pyraminx, it is a little bit smaller. And I like the QJ better because I don't like the clicking mechanism that the Pyraminx has. It bothers me, makes it hard to turn and do finger tricks. Next we have a super square one. I don't know how to solve this, but this is a really fun puzzle. Turns pretty nice after I lubricated it with just some lubricating oil, some off-brand. The only thing I don't like about this puzzle is I just don't like the circle here, which is I guess why they call it a super square one, but I just find this more annoying than anything because it's so easy to get it to misalign, and it's annoying to get it back to line up. But it's a fun puzzle. I've only solved it once and I had to use a tutorial for it, and it's never been mixed up again. Next up we have a, I want to say this is a Lan 2x2. Yeah, and I got this one from Amazon and it turns really well. Only problem that I have with it is internal popping, but that's because I try and cut corners too much. And this is a really fast 2x2. This is my main. I have another one. I have a Shank shell, but it's currently in pieces, and I'm having trouble getting one of the corners back in for some reason, and I don't know why, because it's really easy to put together. Next we've got my Zan Cheese. I have a black and then I have a stickerless, and these cubes are absolutely amazing. They basically hold true to any review you'll ever find on YouTube for Zan Cheese. They turn amazing. The corner cutting, depending on what you have attention at, can cut 45 degrees. My stickerless one is really loose. If I turn it to 45 degrees, it almost comes apart. Same with my, I have them a little tighter tensioned. Only problem is I find that my stickerless one pops a lot more than my stickered Zan Cheese, and that gets really annoying, especially when I'm having a really good solve. But they're both really fast, really good. I do recommend these because they are really good and they're actually pretty cheap. Next up we have a Landland 4x4. This cube sucks. Kinda. It is basically a broken in Rubik's 4x4. It turns, nice. The sides turn really quick, but it has the exact same mechanism as a Rubik's 4x4, and the pieces look the exact same as a Rubik's brand. There's a edge piece, then a corner piece. Let's see. I don't have my Rubik's 4x4 next to me, but if I took out the corner, it would look like that. So I don't solve 4x4 very much because I haven't really gotten one that's very good. And this cube locks up just like a Rubik's brand, and so I don't recommend this one. I would recommend getting a Shank version 3 or some other 4x4. Next we have a Shank 5x5. This cube is really good for 5x5. I heard that the V cube is better, but I don't have a V cube to compare it to. But I need to re-lube this and retension it because it's getting kind of old, and I think the lube I put in it didn't react very well, so I need to clean it out. But it's still really good. I average about 3 minutes 15 seconds or so. I don't sell it very much though. But yeah, there's Shank 5x5. And then finally, I've got a couple Shank 6x6s. They both turn absolutely amazing. I got the Shank 6x6 because I didn't want to bother with the clicking mechanism of the 6x6 of the V cube, and I didn't want to go through all the trouble of modding it and risking damaging it in some way. So I didn't do that. And I have 2 of them because there's actually a funny story. When I went to go online to buy my 6x6, I ordered it from E3 Cube Store, but the only issue was it was out of stock when I had ordered it, but I went and ordered it anyway, and I got an email from Evan, and he emailed me and said that they were out of stock, and that they wouldn't be getting these for another 10 days from when I had ordered it, so I was okay. And so I waited, and the order kept on getting delayed. I ended up having to wait about a month and a half before I finally got my cube, and then a week later, after I got this one, they sent another one on accident, so I actually got 2 6x6s for the price of one, and that was a mistake on their part. I emailed them, and they said I could keep it, so I basically got a free 6x6, so I'm really happy about that. So there's all my cubes: the 6x6s, the 5x5, 4x4, the Zan Cheese, 2x2, Super Square One, Megaminx, Professor Pyraminx, and the Pyraminx. Have a good day.